This is Kathy Chase. People started attacking me in my life before I even knew what was going on, as I said. I only found out in the past year, started finding out in the past year what was going on. Because of their corruption, they cannot allow other people to attack me and my kids whenever they feel like it, to protect themselves. That's not how the law works. And those kids are mine. You have no rights to them, just as you have no rights to me. And I'm tired of suffering, and my children suffering, because of inadequate people with low intelligence to not know when doing things to people and their bodies is wrong for profit. You know, I don't care what your opinion is about RFID removal, but that's not your opinion doesn't matter. It's not your legal right to even say. It wasn't my right. It wasn't your right to put it in my body to begin with. It shouldn't even be there to begin with. People ruin my life. It shouldn't be getting into the hands of other people to ruin other people's lives and my children's lives. As I said, presidents, because of their corruptions or their mistakes that they've made prior to presidencies or whatever, can't allow individuals to attack my children based on laws that they had broken. Technology in which gets into the public's hands that shouldn't get into the public's hands is not my fault. I'm not responsible for what's happened to me in my life, and I shouldn't have to be abused for that. And as I said, this is very important. Something should have been said, or something should have been done before you sabotage me and use trickery to get me famous first. This is your fault, not mine. Don't impose your problems or your failures onto me because preventatives were not taken. And you knew about it versus I did not. And you knew that. You knew I didn't know because you knew I was under hypnosis too, which was also a fraud. And don't take it out on me and my children. That has to stop. Because I can't help it, other people have been irresponsible and thoughtless unto my life and unto my children's lives. As I said, certain technology should not be getting in the hands of chaotic people because of who they know. People with no regard to other people's lives. That's not my fault. And people taking advantage of the fact that it had been in my body, and then not knowing about it. That is incredibly irresponsible. Incredibly irresponsible. You have no rights to my life. You have no rights to my children's lives because of other people's irresponsibility. And you have no rights to my body or my life because of what you believe or what your beliefs are. And RFID removal, because that is not even, you should even breathe the words that you don't believe in that. You shouldn't even think that thought because it shouldn't be there to begin with. And, you know, I'm tired of people attacking me and my children. I'm worried sick about my son and my daughters, my two youngest. I just think that, you know, all you do is you make me suffer and make my children suffer on a daily basis based on your failures and your mistakes. And you sit there and think you can let them attack us whenever they want because of your failures and your corruption. You can't do that. We are not in a court of law. You can't divert attention away from the corruption and attack me for things that have happened to me and my children. You're insane. And, you know, my life's been ruined because of other people's greed and thoughtlessness. And to think that you can attack me and then, oh, well, why did it happen to my children? Well, geez, I don't know. That is about as stupid and asinine as you can get. That is so stupid to repeat this. If you're sitting there complaining about me, but yet you let people illegally put it into my children without my consent, then that's a big problem. You're being hypocrites. Don't you see you're being hypocrites? And you can't kill my children to cover up the fact that you illegally did that and you were that stupid. You can't kill my children to cover up the fact that you were stupid, acting stupid, and not using good judgment because you wanted to make more money, or what? I don't consider, like, Microsoft Windows, those little windows on there, they're not flags, they're windows. That's what that is. And, like, the same goes for other technology. Apple IIc, you know, lemonade stand, that was the first program. Apple IIc, I think, was the first computer I had ever used at Zeman Elementary. And you type in with a command prompt, A prompt, C prompt, A prompt, C prompt. That has nothing to do with air conditioning and frickin' killing people because of, I don't know, you get this vents thing or whatever. I don't friggin' know what you're talking about. Fans. Oh, that's it. Fans. I'm not allowed to have fans. You have control over my fame now that I was sabotaged into it. And you think you can abuse me because you sabotaged and used trickery to get me famous to begin with. That's just evil. That's just plain evil to trick me into being famous and then not give me the fame or having any of the financial abilities to go with it. But then to think that you can abuse me and try to kill me for it? You're insane. I don't think so. Same goes for my children. We are untouchable by the laws of this country. We are victims. And for you to have gone so long without taking any preventatives and stupid things happening to my body and my life and other people taking advantage of it, what I say is the person that put this in my foot and then use it, if they were a minor, that doesn't matter, because if they were the same person who used it as a weapon now that I'm older, that doesn't matter. They have to be tried as an adult. And it doesn't matter if you're a president or whatever. It doesn't matter. You're using technology as a weapon to try to injure in a person's body. That's the same thing as stabbing somebody with a knife, or same thing as shooting somebody with a frickin' gun. It's like you don't want a bullet there, but it's there, and they're trying to tell me I can't get it out? What the hell? It's like being repeatedly shot at over and over and over again. You know, me and my kids sitting here huddling in a corner, being abused because we're being shot at. And we have bullets in our body, and you won't let us go to the hospital to take them out. That you're using them as a malicious weapon. You're using technology as a malicious weapon. And there's nothing religious about that, because of the fact that you have borrowed a little too much from the tree of knowledge. So you can't say you're Christian. You can't say you're Christian because you borrowed way too much from the tree of knowledge, and you're using technology to do evil things. Do you understand what I'm saying? You misusing technology to you know, it's taboo. It's an insult. If you're Christian, it's an insult to God's creations. You don't use technology in people's bodies to make them intentionally suffer and treat them, you know, badly. You don't use technology in that way. That's signs of the Antichrist or the devil. You know, you're the devil to think that you can use technology in people's bodies, which is supposed to be, the body is supposed to be a temple. Okay, God, you know, if you're Christian, You say, well, God put us on the earth the way we are because that's his creation. You're coming in and messing up and changing his creation to make it look like people are something else and to hurt them. Jesus died for our sins, and you want to make other people suffer because it says in the Bible he didn't want us to suffer, but you want us to suffer because you've got mental problems. He doesn't want people to suffer. He doesn't want people to, if you're Christian, he doesn't want people to intentionally suffer by the hands of people who think they're better than other people. He wants, if you're Christian, you believe that you're only supposed to use knowledge for good purposes. And knowledge means technology or anything that's modern to help other people, not to hurt them. And using technology, anything for any other reason other than to help people is evil. I want to make that extremely clear. And it doesn't matter what religion you are. Using technology for evil purposes is nothing but evil and wrong. God didn't. If you're Christian, I don't think the presidents are Christian. I don't think George Bush is Christian at all. I think they're atheists. And that's where the A comes from or something. I don't know, because they want to go around playing God with my life. I don't kill people. I don't put things into their body. I don't hurt other people. You keep looking. You've made yourselves look so bad by sitting there trying to look for ways to hurt me because you're in so much denial that I'm a human being and I didn't choose this for my life. I didn't choose this to happen to me in my life. And to think that you can take away some more of my life because I haven't lived a normal life because of what initially happened to my life. Do you know how selfish that is? Do you know what my desire is to live a normal life for the first time? How would you feel if somebody did this to your children? I've talked about this before, Barack Obama or George W. Bush. How would you feel if maybe you don't care about your children. Maybe you don't care about them at all. How would you feel if George Bush or twins, you had somebody put things in their body and then raped them over and over and over again? Same with Barack Obama. How would you feel if somebody put stuff in their body, abused them with it, and then continually rape them and attack them over and over and over again? You're insane.